Have you ever scrolled through social media and seen someone who seems to have just exploded financially? It feels like one day they were just like everyone else, and the next, they're living a completely different life. You might think it's luck or maybe some secret they're not telling you. But the truth is, it's not about a single lottery ticket win. It's about hitting specific, transformative financial milestones that fundamentally change how money works for you. These aren't just numbers in a bank account. They are psychological turning points that unlock new levels of financial thinking. Today, we're going to break down the 3 major net worth stages that separate the beginners from the builders, and the builders from the financially free. Understanding these stages is the first step to navigating your own path to wealth. Because once you know the map, you can start your journey. We'll explore what each milestone means, the mindset shift it requires, and how to get there. It's not just about accumulating money. It's about evolving into the person who can manage and grow it. So let's start at the very beginning. The first crucial milestone on the path to financial freedom: hitting your first $10,000. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, $10,000, that's it? But let me tell you, this first step is arguably the most important one you'll ever take. It's not about the amount itself. It's about what it represents. Getting to $10,000 is your financial boot camp. This is where you forge the habits that will serve you for the rest of your life. This is where you learn the art of discipline. You learn to say no to instant gratification and yes to your future self. You learn to track your spending, create a budget that actually works, and pay yourself first. It's about building the muscle of consistency. Saving a little bit from every paycheck, even when it feels small, starts to create momentum. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. At first, it's tiny and moves slowly. But as you keep rolling it, it gets bigger and faster. That's what your first $10,000 does. It builds financial momentum. Most importantly, hitting this milestone proves to yourself that building wealth is possible. It shatters the limiting belief that financial success is only for other people, the ones who were born rich or got lucky. Suddenly, you see a tangible result of your efforts. Money is no longer this mysterious force that just evaporates from your account. You see it as a tool, something you can control, accumulate, and direct. The confidence you gain from reaching this first milestone is priceless. It's the foundation upon which your entire financial future will be built. This is where you stop being a passive spectator in your financial life and become an active participant. Alright, so you've conquered the first mountain. You've built the habits, you've tasted that first victory, and you have $10,000 to your name. This is the stage where you truly grasp the magic of compounding. You've probably heard the term before, but seeing it in action with your own money is a profound experience. At $100,000, your investments start to generate meaningful returns. Your money starts to earn its own money, and that money earns even more money. It's an exponential growth curve. This is the point where you realize that just saving your money in a bank account is a losing game because of inflation. You understand deep in your bones that investing isn't just an option. It's a necessity for real wealth creation. The mindset shift here is massive. You transition from thinking like an employee who works for a paycheck to thinking like an owner who builds systems. Every dollar you invest becomes a tiny employee, working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week without ever complaining or taking a vacation. You stop chasing every single dollar and start focusing on building assets that generate income while you sleep. Whether it's stocks, real estate, or your own business, you're no longer just trading your time for money. You're building a machine that produces wealth. This stage isn't just about hustle anymore, it's about strategy. You're not just saving, you're allocating capital. It's a fundamental shift from defense to offense, and it's the key to accelerating your journey to financial freedom. Now we arrive at the third and most transformative milestone, reaching a net worth of $1 million. For many, this number feels like a dream, the ultimate finish line. But here is the secret the wealthy understand. $1 million to the end of the game. It's the beginning of a whole new one. It's the entry ticket to true financial independence. Reaching 7 figures changes everything, not because of the number itself, but because of the freedom it represents. At this level, you're no longer just building the machine. The machine is now running and paying for your lifestyle. The income from your investments, your assets, and your various cash flow streams can cover your living expenses. This is the point where you decouple your time from your income. You are no longer required to trade hours for dollars to survive. You work because you want to, not because you have to. This is the definition of freedom. The psychological shift is profound. You stop thinking about paying the next bill and start thinking about building a legacy. Your financial decisions are no longer driven by scarcity and need, but by opportunity and vision. You're not just thinking about the next 5 years. You're thinking about the next 50, or even the next generation. Your focus shifts from accumulation to preservation and strategic growth. How do you protect what you've built? How do you make it grow in a smart, sustainable way? How do you use this wealth to make an impact, to create opportunities for others, to live a life aligned with your deepest values? Reaching $1 million isn't about buying fancy cars or luxury goods, though you can certainly do that if you wish. It's about owning your time. And time is the one asset you can never buy more of. Having $1 million net worth means you have bought back your time, and with it, the freedom to choose how you spend every single day of your life. That is the ultimate prize. Let's recap this incredible journey. Each milestone we've discussed reshapes you. The path from $0 to $10,000 is a test of your character. It requires hustle, grit, and the discipline to build consistent habits. It's where you prove to yourself that you can do it. Then the leap from $10,000 to $100,000 is a test of your financial intelligence. It requires you to move beyond simple saving and embrace the world of investing. You learn about compounding, asset allocation, and risk management. It's where you learn to make your money work as hard as you do. And finally, the climb from $100,000 to $1 million is a test of your long-term vision and patience. This isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. It requires a solid strategy, the emotional fortitude to weather market ups and downs, and the wisdom to let your investments grow over time. It's where you learn to think like an investor, not a speculator. Once you cross that incredible $1 million mark, your entire perspective shifts again. The focus moves from aggressive growth to smart preservation, legacy planning, and enjoying the freedom you've worked so hard to create. You're no longer just building wealth. You're stewarding it for the future. The most important takeaway from all of this is that these financial milestones are not just about the money. They are about the person you become in the process of reaching them. You develop discipline, you gain knowledge, you cultivate patience, and you build unshakable self-belief. Each stage forces you to level up your mindset and your skills. So I want to leave you with a question. Where are you on this journey right now? Are you working on that first $10,000? Are you pushing towards $100,000? Or is the $1 million mark in your sights? Be honest with yourself. Identify your current stage and what you need to do to reach the next one. Because the moment you hit your next financial milestone, I promise you everything will change. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to hear about your own financial journey and your next milestone in the comments below. Let's support each other on this path. Until next time, keep building.